Ready? All right, we lost you guys, so we are back. Hopefully we don't lose you anymore. So going again for second round on bench press. So we'll be doing 5010, means 5 seconds down and 1 second up with the Rhino flex bar with chains. Right. Okay. Solid set. And going for power. Flywheels. Flywheel bench press. Riad, if you show maybe from this side, it's interesting to see the flywheel. Right, so I need a few reps just to set up, be prepared for power, and then I will go maybe 95%. Oh, done. Woo. All right, that's station number 2. Station number 3 is rotational movement, where I will be doing back flies. As we are going high rep, 15 reps. So I will be using 2 seconds as a 2 second eccentric for every rep. Five to go. All right, 2 minutes break. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. That's a system which you call the isolator. Last live we did biceps and triceps. I'm still sore. I'm wondering how I could press today. It's a system which you use on hobby athletes, on advanced lifters, to go relatively low rep with 5 rep maxes to really help them get stronger. Then transfer the strength to power with 10 reps on the flywheel. Flywheel, if you have not done flywheel as yet, it's called isokinetic training. Isokinetic means, iso means equal, so the power you put or the strength you put on a concentric, when I press, I get exactly the same power in. So if I press light, I get light force back. If I put all my power or strength or power on a concentric, I get it back on the eccentric. And that's the beauty of it. So the eccentric phase is amazingly overloaded, and hence the really intense tension on the muscle. You feel right away a burn, rep 3, 4, 5. If you don't feel a burn, you are not doing it properly. And then after this exhaustion, power would go for high rep on pec fly. So a pec fly rotational movement, so the triceps is having a break from the 2 presses, and then you can really kind of trash your pec properly. Amazing feeling, okay? I will try to find my bottle, hydrate a little bit, and then we will meet at the bench press again. All right. It's okay. All right. Can you hear me? That's nice to have a microphone directly. Get some branch chain amino acids with electrolytes. And adding some Yeah, all good? All right, we are back. Sorry, our connection today is not good. But hopefully you will still learn something new, have a little bit of insight how we work with our clients, how we train ourselves, how our systems are looking like. All right, I think I'm ready for the round number 3. Okay, let's get started. Three, two, one. Solid set. All right. Just a small break to get the flywheel loaded again. That gives a little bit the pec and triceps a little bit of time to regenerate, hopefully. A few reps to get loaded. Riad, I may need your help just to get the flywheel. Okay? Hamid? Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right. Prepared. So now I'll try to go close to 100%. Ooh. Amazing tension, as always. All right. Back. Now it can burn more. Guys, if you have any questions or comments or likes, whatever, please share. Happy to help. Going for the last exercise of third circuit. 15 reps, 2-second eccentric, 1 in, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2. No sloppiness. I try to keep the elbow high. So a lot of people, when they get fatigued, they start dropping the elbow. Put a lot of tension on the shoulders. Keep the elbows high without elevating the shoulders. So working on one plane. 3 to go. Oh, yes. Amazing burn. If I would do as many reps as I could here, maybe I can get 3, 4. Yeah, so we'll try to reach failure, to complete mechanical failure by last round. I feel I will be going for 2 more rounds. Okay, I feel I'm good. It's burning locally and so on and so forth. Triceps is sore from 2 days ago, but I feel the energy is high. Focus is high, energy is high. I will go for 2 more rounds. Okay, we'll hydrate a little bit and then meet at the bench press. Again, guys, any questions, please shoot away. Always happy to help. So helping is our passion. No questions? Then I have a question for you. Where are you connecting from? Please leave your city in the comments so we know where our followers are all from. Thank you. Amazing pump. Blood is flowing to the pec. It feels great. Bizarrely, I feel the biceps as well. even if we are just pressing. Probably from the pec fly, the biceps here is stabilizing. I feel it burning. One? What do you mean? 31. Oh, wow. Okay. 20 seconds to go. Why do we use chains, if someone may think or ask? Chains will change the strength curve. Every link on the floor doesn't count anymore. So which means when I go lower, the lowest I go, I have lesser weight. And when I go up, I'm mechanically stronger, I can handle more weight. So doing this static bar without any alteration of strength curves, it's okay, but it's nice to vary a little bit the exposure. So we use chains, we use bands, we use different implements to change the strength curve. So yeah, so it's actually not really healthy and not good to do the same thing again and again and again and again. So variation is very important, okay? All right, I feel like I'm ready for the next set. I feel my chest is really burning. I may fail somewhere, let's see, but I feel great. Let's go. Let's get to work again. Three, two, one. I think I have done 6. It feels so good. So I wanted to do a rep more. Okay, flywheel. Frying the back and triceps. I feel like surfing, windsurfing. Okay, let's go. Oh, whew. Okay. And again, on the back fly, as Milos Sarcev always says, hypertrophy is about maximal stimulation of maximum amount of muscle fibers. So after the power exercise on the back fly, on the flywheel, we'll go for back fly to completely exhaust the pecs. So a trick, if I may show you, learned from Mountain Dog, John Meadows. So you come here, get the elbows together to get more tension. It's amazing. So it becomes like almost here a press. All right, very good. So break, 2 minutes again, and we will go for one more round. So on the last round, we will be doing a rest pose on the back fly. Rest pose means we do 15, do 10 seconds break, do 10 reps, 10 seconds break, and go for 5. So to completely exhaust the pecs, okay? And then we will go for back. Usually with this system, when we coach, we will select what we call an exercise as an active rest. Can be anything which will not impact the session in terms of performance. should not be using the main movers of this session. Main movers here for the pec is basically the pec themselves, all the pec major, minor. You have triceps, you have front delt, you have rear delt, you have the biceps, you have the back as main movers, a lot of stabilizers as well. We could go for calves as an active rest. You could go for maybe abs as well, could go for neck, anything small muscle which doesn't really exhaust you too much and doesn't bring the heartbeats way too high. So it can save a lot of time. So things which I would not do now is, for example, biceps curl or triceps push downs. That will be too much interfering with your performance in the main lifts. I would not do neither forearms, will interfere also with the grip later on for whatever rows we will be doing. Okay, so here, for example, typically I would go for neck holds, static neck holds. Let me show them to you quickly. We'll be using a band. So usually I would put them here somewhere on a rack. Yeah, like this. And then put the band here safely. It doesn't pull, and then I would just hold. Okay, hold maybe for 20 seconds. After the 20 seconds, come back, relax a little bit the neck extensors, and go back again. Okay, here I don't like to stand like this, just in case that thing snaps, so I will not fall back. So just here and hold without any movement. Some people start moving. I don't like to put any tension on the discs. Just like this for 20 seconds. You can also go a little bit sidewise to work on the side of the neck extensors. Same thing on the other side. Work on this side, 20 seconds. Typically here I would do 3 times 20 seconds. According to some studies, and Mr. Charles Poliquin, our late mentor, the guy there, when you strengthen your neck, you potentiate your upper body strength. Okay, I think I talked too much. Let's go for the last round. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Here I'm not really failing. I could have put a little bit more weight, but my shoulder is a little bit limiting factor right now with a slight injury, so I don't want to overdo it. All right, let's start the engine. I think it died. Is it? Yeah, it died. Riad, I need your help. Sorry. Okay, the inertia was not sufficient. I need Riad to help me restart the flywheel. Good? Okay, thank you so much. All right, last set. All right, 10-second break, and then we go again for the back fly. And again, here, we will be doing our rest pose. All right. If I scream, please apologize up front. That's 15. Almost failed on our last one. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, failing. I just finished as partial. Okay, I think I got 7 clean. The last 3 or 4 were partials. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go for 5. Done. All right, that was the chest. 5 rounds, 3 exercises, 5 reps, 10 reps, 15 reps. Second exercise is flywheel for power. If you don't have the flywheel, you could, for example, go for another power movement. Can be push-up clapping from the floor or from an incline bench, for example, if you are not too strong on the horizontal push-up. You could do medicine ball throws, any power movement. Here we have sled. Sometimes we do also sled power throws. So any power movement would work. Okay, you don't have to have the flywheel. Okay, and then the last exercise is typically back fly to just get the triceps out of the equation. Here you can use a back fly machine. You can use cable flies. The angle really doesn't matter. If I would be pressing incline, I would maybe go for something like low pulley and then go up. And if I would be pressing on a decline bench, then I would maybe go for high pulley and going down to target more or lower back think. But anything is good. So directional, rotational movement. All right? So now good break, maybe 1 minute to go, and then it will be starting warming up for the pulse. So I would be going for, last time we did lat pull down. Let's go for machine rows, for heavy machine rows. Or we go for standing bent over rows with chains. Yes, let's go for that for the 5 reps. Then for the 10 reps, we will be going for flywheel pulls. And then for the 15 reps, we will be going for straight arm pull down. Okay? Give me 20 seconds, please, or 30 seconds to hydrate and get into it. In case of any questions, please shoot them down. We're very happy to answer. And by the way, we found out after the live, the comments, they disappear. So make sure, please, that you subscribe, put your comments somewhere on any video. We will definitely take the time to answer you extensively, for sure, 100%. Okay? Okay, let's get the bent over rows prepared. Do them here. Okay, here I would go for a normal bar. That would be my range for 5. Okay. Right. The hooks are the right height. Start with 40 kg total. Warming up the shoulders, the grip, the biceps, the back, lower back, the glutes, and all muscles involved. Here I go for supinated grip, all the way down, and up, full range. Rep range here for the warm-up, I would go slightly higher, maybe kind of 8 reps. And then we'll ascend with the weight and descend with the reps. All right. $50 kg. Same tempo. So we teach also the brain what's coming. So when we warm up, it's not just joints and muscles and tendons and ligaments. There's also the nervous system. Okay, I think that's good. So I'll go for more, slightly more. By the way, I think very often when we enjoy ourselves, we don't enjoy ourselves during the normal movement or the execution of the exercise itself. Very often it happens to me, to my clients, between the sets. That's where the focus is kind of not there. When you take a small weight, as much as 20 kg, the bad way, rotate, and something happen in the back. Happened many times already. So always respect the weight, even if it is small. Okay, go for a few reps. Okay, I will go for a little bit more weight, but this time using the chains. So I'll put my band here in the middle. So I have a nicer strength curve. Do the same on the other side. Take it 4.5 in the middle, and then go with my hook in there. Right. Like this, I have a symmetric loading. All right. I think I will start with this one as a working weight for now. Let's see if I can do more. I'll definitely go heavier. I will just do maybe 1-2 reps to check on the weight, and then we check on the flywheel, how we use it. And then I think we can start, all right? Yeah, that's a very nice weight, starting weight. Let's see if I can do more. All right, here I would go for this angle actually. Other option would have been to put the bench straight and it becomes more like a pull down, but this one is okay too. I have to change the implement, the grip. I would go for a closer grip. Right, we'll go for this. Okay. Right. Yeah, the range is good. Yeah, the weight is too small. The range is slightly too long. So shorten a little bit, just a tiny bit, and then we'd go heavier with the flywheel. I will just go for the next heaviest, which is the M. All right. And let's just get a few reps in order to see we are really good with the weight, with the range. The inertia now is bigger. Okay. It's an amazing range, amazing power as well. But I think it's just too much power for my bench. The bench will fly. So I'll put a few weights to make it a little bit heavier. Hopefully this is sufficient. All right, I think we are good. Let's get started. Here, I would go for a hook grip, just to make sure that my grip is strong enough. Good weight. All right, few seconds to start on power. You need to try it. I cannot describe the tension. All right, and then we finish off with some straight arm pull downs. In terms of implement, I would go for, again, the neutral grip from Prime. Go extremely high, wide. I love them. Why? Because you will have more range of motion. Weight-wise, I think I can maybe start slightly heavier. All right. And I like this version where I start stretching, squeeze. Five to go. 11. Ooh. The pain is amazing here in this region. I was about to stop on the third, fourth rep to get the weight slightly heavier, but I'm lucky that I didn't do it because the last reps were burning, like starting from the fifth, fourth, I could not think anymore. Again, it's the accumulation of the heavy bent over rows, then the power, which really puts a lot of tension on the muscle, and then this rotational movement with the squeeze up, especially when you come up. A lot of people will just do like this. Yes, not bad, but like this, you have full range. So when you stretch, it's a very nice stimulus as well to grow for the muscle. And then you squeeze it. Yeah, try it. Okay, we'll go. I think the first round was really efficient. So I will go for 1 minute of break to go. Guys, again, if you have any questions, any comments after the live, unfortunately, the comments are gone, so I will not be able to answer you. So let's use the breaks to answer some questions for the benefit of everyone. We will learn from you as well. How many do we have? How many people do we have? 16. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to looking into our training. Right, we'll get some hydration, and then we'll go for round number 2. Feel pumped. When I train, I would always go for BCAA. And finish off with some alkaline water. I don't like it to be too sweet. All right. She's there. She's there. Let's go for second round. Again, here what I like is on those ones is a lot of people when they row, they start doing like this, or when they Romanian deadlift, they do like this, they fix the head. So here you put a lot of tension on the neck. Imagine you have whatever, half your body weight or your body weight, and you put that tension, that much of tension is on the discs as well. So what I like to do is completely neutralize the cervical spine. So as soon as I lift, my spine is stacked straight. Yeah, I think the weight is good. We'll keep it. All right, let's go for power. Okay, a few reps just to feel the thing. Get ready. Woo! All right. And let's go for straight arm pull downs. First reps feel really easy, but wait for 8, 9, 10. Still okay. Starting, pain, 10. Now full pain. No. Here. The whole pain is concentrated here. I don't really feel much on a lower back or mid back, but it's everything, including the rear delts, are really painful. Both. I would say you can start taking them just before you come in. Why? The principle is very easy, actually. So when you are training, usually you don't train after your meal. Your meal, depending on what you have eaten, can be 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever. You can assume to optimize performance, nutrient uptake, your blood is empty from nutrients, from amino acids. So hence you will start taking aminos maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Aminos don't need any digestion. That's the beauty of it when we're using them. So when you drink them, it's like water. It goes just to, you can assume, I read some research, 10 minutes to 15 minutes, they are ready in the bloodstream, available to be used. Hence, I would not start when you start training. I would start before, and then continuing zipping on your aminos throughout. Yeah, I hope this answers the question. If not, let us know. Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes before, and then continuously during the workout. We did 2 rounds, 3 to go. Energy now, energy-wise, I would say I'm good, but not, of course, not as high as on the second round, the end of the second round of the pec. Clear, because we have done now so many sets. If we look to how many sets are we doing during the whole session? So for the pec, we are doing 3 exercises times 5, so 15 sets. And then for the back symmetrically times 2, so 30 sets. That's quite a lot of volume. Yeah. Here I would typically split, for example, the week to chest and back, legs and shoulders, biceps and triceps, something like this. And then if your goal is body recomposition, you want to lose weight or fat, as a lot of people's goals, then I would go for zone 2 cardio just to create a bigger sink of calories to burn more. Zone 2 cardio. Yeah. We'll hydrate a little bit, about 30 seconds, and let's chase circuit number 3. Electrolytes are also important. BCAA basically is to prevent catabolizing your muscle tissues when you work out, so you provide the building blocks. But our electrolytes are also very, very important. We are here in Malaysia, it's very hot, we sweat a lot, we lose a lot of minerals, and very, very often people don't know, use waters which are very low minerals, if not zero minerals, like distilled water, where we really remove almost all minerals, or reverse osmosis, where we press the water through a filter with very, very high pressure, so we remove the salts out of the water. And those waters will not only not help at hydration, they will steal your minerals as well, because they are empty from minerals, and they will suck the minerals out of your system. Okay, so make sure you maybe supplement also with some electrolytes, and when you drink water with bottles with a green cap. Green caps are mineral water, okay? Okay, I think I feel way better. My break was slightly longer. I'll go for round number 3. My grip is still good, so I'm not using any chalk. Just a hook grip is enough. Solid. Okay. Sorry. So here I feel the range of motion is a little bit too long, maybe kind of 2 centimeters, maybe too long. And that steals a little bit the tension. Okay. Okay, few reps to get the hang of it. Range is better. Okay. I'm not able really to put maximal power there. And I think because the bench is going up, we'll try to maybe put a little bit more weight to block it. And I fear my bench will just fly. The flywheel has so much power, it can really pull me and the bench up 150 kg maybe. All right, third one. No way. Ah, pain. 2 to go. Yeah, I mechanically failed on last 2. The pain was just too much. Was not able to finish. Hence, I will be doing a good break of 2 minutes. And then we go for round number 4. So again, I failed on last one. I could go slightly lesser weight, but before, because of the first reps being relatively easy, sincerely I have the feeling like the first 6, 7, 8 reps, I could do like 20 or 30% more weight. So I would not reduce. I would rather go through the pain. If needed, I will do maybe break and finish off my reps, just to not to waste too many reps warming up or wastage. All right, we'll get some hydration. And please, if in case of any questions, shoot away. Always happy to help. Again, our passion, me and my whole team, is caring, okay? We don't have to monetize everything we do. If we see someone is learning from us, sometimes it's all it takes to make us happy. Okay? Ask questions, please. I think I need someone to help on the bench. The bench is flying, cannot pull properly. We'll ask Ismail to join us. Yeah, you just put maybe foot like this, just to prevent the bench from coming up. Yeah. Any questions, guys? So we have 2 rounds to go, right? Yeah. So on the last round, we will be doing a rest pose on the 3rd station, which is the straight arm pull down. I'll do 15 reps, 10-second break, 10 reps, 10-second break, and then 5 reps. So you saw I'm failing already with 15, so it would be tough. We always, of course, show training and action and so on and so forth, but we are really, really big into sleep and recovery. So usually we don't coach anyone to be efficient with the weights unless we help them to sleep properly, okay? So here we apply my book, which is called Stress Less, Sleep Better, the Busy Professional's Guide to Fix Sleep and Master Stress within 3 weeks. So I've been using this since publication. It has over 120 techniques to fix sleep, identify weak links with sleep. Sleep is not sleep. It can be shallow, it can be short, it can be interrupted, it can be having longer latency, which means you put your head and you may need 3/4 of an hour to fall asleep. That's all inefficiency. And then a lot of people, corporate people, will then sleep during the weekend to catch up on sleep. The worst thing you can do, it's like a jet lag for sleep, which is continuous disturbing your hormonal profile, your moods, your creativity, your everything, okay? So usually we help our clients to sleep or get to the most perfect sleep they can get. Of course, we start with working out, with loading on the weights and so on and so forth, but we will never get efficient with the weight unless we get them to have a perfect sleep. There are, of course, exceptions, but they are very, very rare, okay? So recovery is key. What we don't see here is recovery. We see only action, okay? So if I would not have slept yesterday 8.5 hours of sleep, I would not be able to do the same performance as I'm doing right now, for sure. Any one of us would not be able to. All right, I think I'm ready, feeling amazing. Let's go for starting with 4th circuit, Okay, Ismail, let's get started on our flywheel. No, all good. Okay, you have it? All right. That was the most powerful. And again, it looks like a little bit slow because of the inertia is so heavy. But me, 94 kg, the bench, about maybe 50 kg. Ismail, weight, 75 kg. And the flywheel is able to lift us about 1 inch. So you can imagine how much of power is generated. All right, let's go for the pain. Same weight. If needed, I will maybe do a break of 5 seconds and go again. These are really easy. I could load more. There's maybe even a drop set. Eight, 9, 10. One more. Oh. Okay. Bizarrely, slightly a little bit more working capacity, so I was able to do 15. The last 2 reps are not perfect in terms of execution, but I was able to put tension on the back muscle, latissimus. Okay, we'll do good. Break of maybe this time 2.5 minutes. Why? Because I'm going for a rest pose on the last round. Hence here, slightly more recovery would be good. Any question, guys? Now we have 2.5 seconds. Let's fire please the questions. Which city are you from? Share with us a little bit your location. Don't worry, we'll not come to you. Okay, we'll hydrate a little bit. If any questions, please fire away. How many are we?
8.
Okay.
Someone near London.
Sorry?
Someone near London.
London. Okay. Welcome, London. I used to train at Ultimate Performance in Mayfair. When I was back then not yet personal coach. I was in the nuclear industry. I was working for the Hinkley Point Power Station in Bristol. And I would take the train every Saturday morning, once a month, to go see my coach. He would give me my new program that was 2012, 2013. Will show me all the exercises that I know how much of work, how much of tension, how I should execute the exercises, so on and so forth. And would go back to Bristol. And then I would go midday, escape the big office and go to a gym called Riverside in Bristol, and we'll go through my workouts. Yeah. London has a city has the most of personal training being sold. For sure, a lot of trainers, a lot of market in terms of personal training. There is one guy called Davide Peschetto. It's a friend of ours, it's a brother of ours. He was helping me here as well. Peak Human Performance, my first trainer, helped me to build Peak Human Performance for 1.5 years. And then he went back to London. So if you check him on Instagram, Davide Peschetto, amazing Italian guy. He would take care of you in terms of personal training if you need a good personal trainer. All right, maybe 30 seconds to go. Hydrate a little bit, and then we go for the last round. I think the weights are plenty. I want to change anything. The power is way more since Ismail is helping to stop the bench, so I'm able to put a little bit more power. Yeah. All right. Let's get started. Grip is still okay. For some people, the grip may give up. Again, I go from the beginning to hook grip, so I don't really overexhaust my forearms. Right. Clean reps, no sloppiness, no bouncing. All right. Maybe break of 15 seconds just to regenerate a little bit. Biceps and latissimus stabilizers. Ismail, maybe if you come from this side. Okay. All right, so definitely exhausting on the last 3 reps. I was not really able to put much of power. I was done.
Does this part of exercise has any risk on the lower back?
Risk on the lower back? Yes and no. So if you have a weak lower back, get your lower back strong first, and you would never train lower back alone. So you would always do lower back with abs with core, okay? To keep the balance. You don't want to strengthen your lower back too much, that those lower back muscles will shorten and will stand like this, okay? So we don't want that. So you do the whole girdle, okay? If you have lower back issues, you could typically start with one of McGill's exercise called the bird dog. Google that, bird dog with just one D written together, bird dog, okay? You can do isometric hold, 10 seconds each time, 5 rounds, do break, turn to McGill crunches. They are crunch where you don't crunch, they're crunch where you go with the nose up to the ceiling and don't use the neck too much. So you'll elevate or you lift the shoulders from the floor, okay? So do this at home, do this when you wake up, do this before you go to bed, 5 rounds. So a few weeks later, I guarantee you, your lower back will be way stronger. After this, you could go for, thank you for the question, by the way, I have a longer break. So after this, you could go, for example, for some hyperextensions, just with body weight. You can add bands, they are great because when you go down, the band doesn't put any tension. When you come up, you have way more tension. You could go for a barbell. A barbell is better than a dumbbell because it will activate the posterior chain properly, especially the upper back, right? You could use also dumbbells for sure. And then from there, you could progress to good morning, seated good morning, standing good morning. And again, always in combination with some ab exercises, hanging leg raises, crunches, weighted crunches with cables, with bands, whatever, in order to strengthen your core. Okay? Once you can do all of this, this is no issue. Shouldn't be an issue for this. But again, if you have a weaker back, this is not something I would recommend to do right away. And also, I'm helping myself a little bit with the chains. So when I go down, I have lesser weight because all the links which are on the floor, they are deducted from the total weight. I have 60 kg plus a chain, which is maybe 6 kg. So I have 60, 72 maybe total when I'm all on the air standing. When I go down, I may have just like 63, 64. So again, those changes in strength curve will go easy on your lower back. My weakest position is like here, and that's why I have the least of weight. You can also use bands if you like, put the band on the bar and put the band under your feet, also possible. Okay? All right, let's go for the last one. I have a great and long break, so I hope I can survive the rest pose without much of breaks. Ciao. I feel nothing. 8, 9, 10, becoming heavier, but still no pain. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I have done 15 reps. Pain, no, not really. I feel kind of exhausted, but no pain for now. So obviously the break was too long. Okay, 3, 2, 1, going for 10 reps, same tempo. Now the pain starting. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Bizarrely now, I'm not really feeling here. I'm feeling here. I'm feeling the triceps. Okay? Can happen, depending on how we activate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going for last 5. I will go as many as possible, just to catch up a little bit on the longer break. Okay, now I go for some partials only, just to really come up for the as many as I can, just to catch up on a break. But unfortunately, I'm feeling more triceps, not the back anymore. Yeah, all triceps, all the pain is here. Don't feel those anymore. All right, thank you so much for watching. We keep the live going maybe for 2 or 3 minutes, just in case you have any questions. You have the chance to ask the questions, and we have the time to reply to you. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow the comments to stay. Hence, when you stop the live, all the comments are gone. Okay, please make sure to subscribe if you like the content. Thank us by subscribing, sharing the links with your friends if you think it's of value to you. All right, thank you so much for your time, for watching. Okay, and then again, we are maybe for 2 to 2.5 minutes still live. Please ask questions, any questions. Always happy to help and answer. Pump is amazing. Pec, as well as back, as well as triceps. Biceps, I don't feel it anymore. From the pec fly just now, felt it quite intense, but now it's more the triceps. What's the total length? 75. Right. Without the first one. Okay, for the guys who just joined right now, any questions? So we just did chest and back session, 30 sets. First exercise is 5 reps, second is 10 reps, the third exercise is 15 reps, so 5, 10, and 15. For the chest, we did the bench press, 5 reps, 15 degrees bench press with chains, 5 seconds down, 1 up, okay? Then 10-second break, we went for the flywheel bench press. You can watch the video later on. It will be live or will be stored on the channel. Then we went for the pec fly for 15 reps, 2-second eccentric, 1 in, 2-second eccentric. We did 5 rounds of this. On the last round, we did the rest pose on the pec fly. We did 15, 10-second break, 10, 10-second break, 5 reps for maximal stimulation of the pec. Then after the break, we went for back. On the back, I did bent over rows, also with chains to alter a little bit the strength curve. Then we went for flywheel rows for maximal power and overload of the eccentric phase. And then we ended up with some straight arm pull down to completely fry the upper back. Okay? I feel amazed, I feel amazing, I feel high energy. I would not go for the same workout again, but very, very happy with the workout. So it's a win-win situation. You learn something, we learn something, I'm doing my workout, it's perfect. Okay? In case of any questions, please, we are still for 30 seconds live. Fire away. Happy to answer and help and learn from you as well. Yeah, done?